Namaste, Devi Sajno, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Sounds of Podcast. आज हमेशा की तरह मेरे बेहतरीन हाईली स्किल्ड ट्रेन प्रोफेशनल को-होस्ट मिस्टर पार्थ वलुंजकर है और हमारे साथ जुड़ चुके हैं हमारे ऑलमोस्ट को-होस्ट मिस्टर अक्षय ढल जो फॉर द फोर्थ टाइम हमारे पॉडकास्ट पे आ चुके हैं और आज हम उनसे बात करने वाले हैं अबाउट हिज latest release which is called Kiss Me, which is an English song, and we're going to know a lot more about the song, how it was made, what was Akshay's whole vision making that song, what he plans to do moving forward with his upcoming releases, and a lot more. So, Akshay bhai, namaste, कैसे हैं आप?
मैं बहुत अच्छा हूँ
So
भारत।
thank you for coming.
थैंक यू
अरे
सो मच फॉर हैविंग मी अगेन यार। पार्थ भाई आप कैसे हो?
मैं एकदम बढ़िया हूँ यार, एकदम
हाँ
बहुत
जी,
बढ़िया।
हाँ जी, जी जी
अब
जी
और
जी।
बढ़िया। सो जैसे मैंने गाना सुना और ज़्यादा अच्छा हो गया।
अरे आई
Yes,
एम ग्लैड
yes.
थैंक यू।
भाई मेरे को ये बता कि what I really found interesting is कि you've released two Hindi songs prior to this. प्यार है and मन डरने लगा. And you all of a sudden decided ki now let me release an English song. Of course, it is a part of your upcoming EP called Storyteller. So, what prompted you after all the reaction that you gauged for Pyare to say ki now is the time for me to sort of go back to my roots in a way, or just put an English song? I'm sure it's you don't look at it as two different aspects of you as a songwriter. It's just a language, right? So, what was the whole reaction to Man Darne Laga in the first place?
सो टू बी ऑनेस्ट ये मैंने उससे नहीं किया कि अब दो हिंदी आ गया अब एक इंग्लिश आएगा, बट
Hmm.
इट वाज प्री प्लान पहले से ही सब कुछ।
Hmm.
So I'm working on two EPs simultaneously, a
Hmm.
Hindi EP and an English one. But
Hmm.
I didn't want to put all the Hindi songs एक साथ क्योंकि lately I've been gaining some traction जो कि सिर्फ मेरे English music के वजह से है. So I don't
Hmm.
want people to feel कि यार अच्छा ये तो मतलब हिंदी music release कर रहा है. I don't know, this was something in my head. तो मैंने कहा कि चलो ठीक है, I'll release a couple of Hindi songs, then a English, then Hindi, then an English. So that's how I'm working now. तो अभी या प्लान्स है कि इसी साल में दो EPs, एक हिंदी और एक इंग्लिश भी आ जाए.
Wonderful. It's interesting that you mentioned you were gaining traction for your English song, which sort of brings me to the next question that we have for you. Is that what was, I mean, I'm sure that even Pyar Hai and Man Darne Laga had some wonderful reactions that came towards it. So, what is the best sort of reaction that reassured the decision, the risk that you took to sort of put out Hindi music after English music? What was the best reaction or the most positive reaction that you got to both of the songs in general?
So I believe कि रिएक्शन जो भी आपका म्यूजिक का है इट
Hmm.
कम्स इवेंचुअली. इट्स नॉट
हाँ,
एट द टाइम व्हेन यू रिलीज इट और
हाँ.
जिस दिन आपने रिलीज किया फिर उससे एक महीने बाद. इट
Hmm.
टेक्स टाइम, बहुत टाइम. कई बार फॉर एग्जांपल जो जो सॉन्ग मैंने 2019 में रिलीज किया था, स्टे,
Hmm. Hmm.
राइट नाउ इट्स गेटिंग इनटू प्लेलिस्ट्स लाइक
अच्छा.
इंटरनेशनल. लोग अपने अपनी प्लेलिस्ट में डाल रहे हैं, सो बहुत सही लग रहा है वो देख के.
Hmm.
And of course, Pyar Hai has been one of my most streamed songs. It's just crossed 21,000 streams on Spotify. So it's very overwhelming because these are the songs like Pyar Hai and Mandar Ne Laga, the songs that I produced myself.
Hmm.
And yeah, that's one thing that I'm planning right now, to produce my EP, Hindi EP by myself. Let's see how it goes.
That's wonderful, bro. That's wonderful. And now you have a dual approach towards how you're sort of making music also. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now you're just not looking at it as a singer-songwriter who would leave certain aspects to a technician. Now you're looking at it in a holistic manner, right? So,
Right.
Abhi, tell me about this. Ki you already made a song called Pyar Hai on love, right? I'm sure a lot of songs of yours are on love. Kiss Me is also about love, right? So, what is it that you wanted to sort of explore in terms of the whole theme or subtext of love in this song, jo you've not explored in Pyar Hai, or you probably found a different angle towards channelizing in this song? What was it for you?
Most of the songs on earth are based on love, if
Yeah,
I'm not
absolutely,
wrong.
Yep.
absolutely.
Yeah. So and each song is very different from the other one.
Hmm.
So what I found interesting was Pyar Hai was something that came uh, like that I wrote after I wrote Kiss Me. So Kiss Me is a very old song. It
Hmm.
was written when I was in Pune, so like
Hmm.
2 years
Hmm. When you said I was in Pune, I was like, oh yeah, that's like,
ago. That's me.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's 1200 BC, but yeah,
Feels like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
So I initially wrote that song on my guitar,
Hmm.
and I enjoyed how it went from the guitar to just the keys, and then
Hmm.
keys to the entire production. And then I thought कि अच्छा प्यार है release हो गया है, and I've kept it minimal in terms of production, and it is one of my very few love songs because I believe 3 या 4 love songs ही हैं out of 12 songs that I've released.
Hmm.
So I wanted it to sound different, and as I was digging deeper into the side into the storytelling aspect of songwriting and the production, so I've used many sound effects to create a whole space, like a environment kind of thing, through these sound effects. So yeah, उस वे में ये थोड़ा सा अलग है
Hmm.
प्यार है से और मेरे
Hmm.
काफी गानों से.
No, it's interesting that you mentioned कि 2 years back you wrote this song and Pyare came after that, which is a song which is released before this song.
Right.
Uh, Tell me about this. What was your POV on love back then, and how different is it now, and how different has it been after the release of Pyare? What are the different sort of perspectives that you want to bring forward or put forward in terms of love? Because of course, like you said, that love is the universal theme for a lot of, I mean, art in general, right? I mean, not even
Right.
music. I mean, music is one of the more popular mediums for love to be sort of expressed or
Hmm.
explored.
Right.
Tell me about how, yeah, exactly. How different was your POV on love back then, 2 years back, and how has it changed? How has it sort of evolved?
Plus, even
My,
I mean, just to add on, uh, also tell us what you were. I mean, what's the story behind Kiss Me as well?
Yeah, yeah,
so to
absolutely.
be honest, both of the songs are kind of imagination space में.
Hmm,
So it's not my point of view.
hmm,
But I'll let you know what the story behind the song Kiss Me is. It's total imagination, but I'll walk you through the storyline if that's okay.
Yep.
absolutely,
So
absolutely.
yeah, just imagine an elite couple
Hmm.
जिसमें the मेल जो लाइक द सॉन्ग राइटर फॉर एग्जांपल अगर वो गाना लिखा तो मैं बहुत थक के अपने जॉब से घर आया हूँ और
Hmm.
आई एम टेकिंग अ शावर एंड आई एम गोइंग टू माय लवर माय वाइफ और whoever एंड टेलिंग हर कि आई एम वेरी कि मैं बहुत exhausted हूँ from all the work that I've been doing. Please help me, please hug me, comfort दे. And they start, there's something that the lover does to me, like in the song, that makes me wonder कि भाई इसमें ऐसा क्या है कि मैं इसके साथ कुछ टाइम स्पेंड कर रहा हूँ और मैं सारी थकान सब कुछ दूर हो रही है. So that's the basic gist of the song.
Hmm,
Wow. Nice.
yeah, it makes sense. Absolutely, absolutely. So, tell me about this. In general, what is, I mean, having made, like you said, like you made 4 songs on love, and I'm sure you will make in the future as well, and like a lot of other people who've said about it, because the definition of love can vary from person to person, from day to day, year to year, month to month. So,
Right.
tell me about this. What does love in entirety mean to you?
As far as I've experienced or as far as I've observed,
Hmm,
love goes hand in hand with respect, understanding. Uh, yeah, I guess these are the 2 terms that come in my mind. And when you find someone with mutual understanding उस level पे और उतना respect एक दूसरे के लिए, so that's what happens is कि सब कुछ आसान लगने लग जाता है. So I guess yeah, that's love.
wonderful answer. And I think it really explains. Yeah, actually, it does make sense. I never looked at love and respect in. Yeah, it does make sense. Yeah, if you look at it that way. Absolutely, absolutely. That's an interesting answer. So tell me about this. You said that you wrote the song 2 years back, and you said you also mentioned to me about the fact that this was one of the last songs from the sort of the whole 30th of February era of music
Hmm.
that you sort of
Right.
wo- work towards. Yeah. So
Right.
what I even found interesting is that after that you release Hindi songs, and this is a part of your upcoming EP,
Hmm.
and I'm sure the soundscape of the upcoming EP is a little more evolved and different
Right.
in a lot of aspects, right?
Mhm.
So why did you choose this song to be the first song of that particular EP? Was it like sort of like a common thread or like a connective tissue to what you were previously? Like how a lot of musicians sort of, even in music videos, we have examples who sort of carry forward the story of who they were in their previous songs and sort of give a reference to that, and sort of pave the way and show the audience that they've built, that this is now the new sort of music that I'm working towards, and this is the new me. So was that the reason to sort of make this a connective tissue, or you just felt that probably this song would be a better fit here, or was it both for you?
So it was definitely a connective tissue kind of thing. Because
Mm,
if you listen the song carefully, in the end there's this coffee का जो riff जो उसका popular मतलब जो उसका main part है
mm,
वो वाला lead riff मैंने उसमें डाला है
हाँ,
just to symbolize कि this song was written when I was in that phase,
mm,
but the production and the story like the storytelling wala songwriting,
mm,
it is kind of connected to the storyteller EP,
हाँ.
the songs that I wrote later, like after this song. So it was kind of a connective tissue, and it did also fell in the same genre तो नहीं बोलेंगे, category of music and the production that I'm planning for the EP. So yeah, it was kind of both of the things.
Wonderful, wonderful. So tell me about this. You wrote this song 2 years back, and you put it out now. So what was the translation between the version that it was then and the version it is now? How much of the evolution has taken place between both the versions of the same song?
A lot.
Hmm,
I honestly don't even remember how it sounded on just the guitar.
hmm,
But I do have a little snippet of me playing the piano when I just
Mm.
started playing the piano and I was singing this song, and it was very different. It is very different from even I guess 5 or 6 months ago.
hmm.
So this song was already produced. So I produced the song in October. Like I started working on the song in October 2020, and I had it produced by myself. And then I asked a friend of mine, Vinod,
Hmm.
from Delhi. He's an amazing guitarist. He played a solo over the song. And I was like,
Okay,
all
wonderful.
right, this sounds very good. Let's
Mhm.
let's release the song. And then I sat for a while. I heard the song a couple of times, and I was like, there's something missing, and I just don't want to release it. And I definitely want to work on my voice a little bit more. So
Hmm.
I sat with the song. I worked on other stuff and I released them. And then gradually I changed the entire song kind of thing. Matlab, it was the same song, but it was not the same song. And yeah, it took 7 months and a lot of amazing people like Raghunandan and Ajay and Karthik, Grace Park Studios. So yeah, a lot of people helped making this song, and this is what it is now.
It's interesting that you brought up the other collaborators in the song because you have you said like Vinod also produced it and he even played a guitar solo on it, and then you also mentioned Ajay and Ram who also worked on it. So what did they sort of bring to the table that sort of enhanced the song? And also Karthik, which is something I would want to bring on after this.
Right.
uh, what was the whole sort of what was their vision? How did you guys sort of align towards this song, and why did you choose for them to do this song in particular? Because you had songs produced by other people
Right.
prior to this, so why them particularly for this one?
So initially, when I produced this song, I had a very different vibe in my mind, yet very similar. So I had known Vinod for a while, and I knew how amazing he is with his stuff, with the guitars. So I immediately texted him ki, bro, I want someone to play the lead in my song, and I can't find anyone better than you.
Yeah.
Please, would you mind being a part of the project? And he said, of course, man. So we took some time, and he played a couple of leads and sent it over, and I immediately loved them all.
Hmm.
We selected a few of the major parts of the lead, and guitar solo ready ho gaya. But it was when I guess January or Feb में जब मैंने सोचा कि this is not the vibe I was actually looking for. So I sat down from the scratch with Ram, who's a like who produced the song now,
Hmm.
co-produced. So arrangement is the same, but the production is very different.
Hmm.
So Ram works with Ajay
Yeah.
in his band, the Fourth Lane.
Fourth lane,
So
absolutely.
yeah,
Right.
so Ram, the producer of the song, had a very good chemistry with Ajay already because they were a part of a band.
Mhm.
Hmm.
So he brought Ajay in the project, and he played the guitars, and I absolutely loved them.
Hmm.
And then there was something missing, and I immediately knew ki I want someone to play the violin. And I contacted Karthik for that. Karthik is a wonderful violinist from Pune. It took merely 30 minutes for him to record the song, and just he was done there, and the violin sounds amazing. So I was like, thanks man. And it was great. I'm pretty sure he's gonna be in the entire EP. Like he's gonna be playing the violin in the entire EP whenever we need him. So
Wow.
yeah.
Wow. Wow, that's interesting. You mentioned even the Ram and Ajay part, and also sort of coming towards the violinist Karthik. What I really found interesting is that you sort of started with like an acoustic vibe, and then you sort of went towards like a piano-based music,
Mhm.
and now you've been including elements of like violin into your music. So tell me about this moving forward. I mean, how did you sort of sense that violin would really fit into this vibe? Was that how something,
Exactly. Yeah.
was that something that you envisioned from the word go? Or is it something that once it came into the mix, you felt that, wow, this really is in sync with what I would want the final product to be?
So when I initially produced it, when I initially arranged it back in September, October,
Hmm.
I had produced the violin part like on the MIDI, and I
Hmm.
knew that if if this song is gonna be, like if I'm gonna release this song someday, I would have to add a violinist, because the produced key, like produced violin, produced strings, they don't sound that sonic, or इतना अच्छा sound नहीं होता उनका.
Hmm.
So I had that in mind, but जैसे ही हमने ये फेब में दोबारा से इसको वो किया, प्रोड्यूस किया, तो तब तो इट वाज सर्टेन कि दिस इज अ बैलेड सॉन्ग,
Hmm.
बैलेड वाइब है इसकी पूरी, तो
Hmm.
इसमें तो वायलिन आना ही चाहिए.
Ah.
So we asked him to play the violin over it. So we already had that part that
Hmm.
I'd already arranged it, already produced it.
Hmm.
The same part I asked Karthik to play, and he definitely did a wonderful job.
Right. Speaking
Very
of
true.
violin and getting that into the mix of your songs, I have two questions for you. One being that what other instruments would you want to sort of include in your music or incorporate in the kind of sound that you're working towards with Storyteller EP and all these songs that you're releasing on a frequent basis? And secondly, what other genre of music would you want to sort of try? We've spoken about this in the previous podcast as well, but I'm sure that after releasing that song and working on this with a fresher approach, you might have had some definitive answers that you would sort of want to further explore by the means of your music. So if you could
Right.
just tell me about the both the things.
So I don't think there is any instrument that I don't want to try in my music, because every instrument has its own vibe, its own dynamic. So
Absolutely. Yeah.
so मुझे नहीं लगता कि मैं कुछ
I mean, your hot favorite, something that you would just want to, I mean, sort of, you're really excited or intrigued by.
cello. I love cello ka voice. I love violin. I love the strings like as a whole.
Hmm.
And I would definitely love to try sarangi in some of like one of my English songs, because हिंदी में तो पक्का करूँगा ही कभी ना कभी, but English में एक दिन मुझे try तो करना है कि how it would sound, because
Hmm.
it's interesting to incorporate Hindustani
Very, very, very interesting actually.
vibe.
Ah. Hmm.
So not sure कब करूँगा ये, but definitely कभी ना कभी तो मुझे करना ही है.
For
Flute
sure.
is in my mind, so I actually tried something with Ashwin Nayak
Hmm.
long time ago.
Hmm.
Oh, he's
Didn't
wonderful.
work out. Yeah, it didn't work out because like lockdown था और नया
Right.
lockdown था तभी. But yeah, like I'm still planning to do something with a flute का part भी. So that's it. And coming towards new genre, so I'm still into R&B बहुत ज़्यादा. I'm listening to Alicia Keys a lot these
Hmm.
days. I love her. Like I love Alicia Keys.
Hmm.
She is like very beautiful person.
Hmm.
And I've been uh, I've been collaborating pop vibe ke songs, like thoda sa upbeat pop. So that's something you could look forward to.
Right.
That's
So,
wonderful.
so I have one question on Kashmir, which is basically like this is a song that you wrote like in 2019, if I'm not wrong, right?
हाँ
That's
जी.
what you mentioned. और उस time पे you had a completely different EP that you had released and it was doing
I was
well
about
and
to
yeah,
release.
हाँ, I mean मतलब वो I'm just saying कि that was the time that you had written it and then eventually you released it. So this is something that you had written at a time when you had other songs also, which eventually you put it in 30th of February. Was this always going to be a song that was like going to be a different EP altogether, or eventually you thought about it, okay, these are few songs that I can compile and keep it as EP, and then Kiss Me also should be here.
uh 30th of February was something that I wrote very earlier. I wrote most of the songs when I was in my school, and 2 songs when I was in first or second year.
Mhm.
And then so I had a lot of songs in my pipeline to release, but then 30th of February मुझे था कि ये तो release करना ही है, and then I released 30th of February. And Kiss Me, it was very अचानक से कि I was playing Kiss Me, and then I wrote another song, Little Yellow Light, and I kind of felt that this has the same sonic space, yet they are very different from each other in almost all the aspects. But I don't know what it was that prompted me to put all of these songs in an EP together. But it was definitely एक storytelling part तो था ही. And yeah, तो मतलब पहले ऐसा कुछ नहीं था कि इसको अलग से रखना है नहीं रखना, but it was एक moment में ऐसा हो गया, so I thought why not make an EP. So yeah.
Nice, nice.
That's wonderful, bro. That's wonderful. Tell me about this. Who are the? If I could just ask you top 5 songs that you've come across off lately, since the last time we've spoken, I think it's like April or something, April or May. What are the top 5 songs that you've come across off lately from indie musicians? And we could also sort of go towards musicians who are mainstream that you really like a lot.
Okay. This question could
And
be...
this doesn't have to be diplomatic at all. I just want you to be blunt.
No, it's
I know
not
that you run
diplomatic.
a lot of playlists, but I just want you to be very, very upfront about this. From the beginning of from January, what are the top 5 indie songs that you really like?
That I really liked. Fuck dude, मैंने जनवरी से भी नहीं सुने आज तो. मतलब वही पुराने songs ही मैं सुन रहा हूँ. और
कोई
अगर
बात
है
नहीं.
तो भी
From
दिमाग में नहीं आ
June
रहा.
2020,
अरे
what
मत
are
पूछ
the
यार,
top 5?
ऐसा अब ये सब मत पूछ. अब मेरे को
So basically, what we wanted to ask is, who are the indie artists that you are looking up to? Like in the sense, like looking forward to their songs more often now, and even like looking up to as well.
definitely Osho Jan सबसे पहले तो.
Mm-hmm.
Osho Jan, Anuv Jan, and then Sangeeta Bhattacharya,
Absolutely.
Himanshu for that matter. Himanshu, I am expecting a lot of good music. Like मैंने सुना है, but I just want him to put out his songs. The Fourth Lane,
Right.
Ajay and his band. And yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wonderful. What is that? What is the one trend that you're not liking in the indie scene right now?
the one trend in the indie scene. I guess this question. Okay. So अभी after Clubhouse and all ये सब जब applications आ रही हैं तो independent music scene बहुत ज़्यादा collaborative हो गया है. And I guess this is very good. Or I'm sorry I'm not answering your question because there is not a single thing that comes to my mind क्योंकि बहुत ज़्यादा supportive हो गया अभी scene. And if you go किसी भी club में Clubhouse में, so you'll see almost हर 4 में से एक ग्रुप में there is an indie scene going on, या फिर सिर्फ एक indie musician अपने गाने promote कर रहा है, and people are actually appreciating them. And musicians like Hanita Bhamri, Tanya Bhatnagar, and Piyush Visekar, Osho Jain, ये सब जो अभी upcoming artists हैं उनको बहुत help कर रहे हैं Clubhouse पे. So this is very wonderful यार. So I don't think अभी ऐसा कुछ हो रहा है जो कि मुझे बुरा लग रहा है. अगर हो रहा होगा तो मतलब अभी मैंने वो experience नहीं किया. तो yeah.
Perfect. Who is that one indie artist that you've come across whom you think will more people need to know about?
Shubham Kabra.
Shubham Kabra.
Yep, definitely.
Sure. Okay, send me one good song from him. We'll link in the description. If anybody's made it to this point, please go
Definitely,
check that song
definitely.
out. Yes. Okay, perfect. This is sort of moving towards one of the last questions that we have for you. You are now moving towards, I mean, you've been releasing music frequently in the form of singles and also collaborations and also, working towards your EP, which I'm sure you're going to roll out one song by one song and then sort of, I don't know whether you're going to release the whole thing together. Whatever it may be, I'm sure you're putting, in both the cases, you're putting the equal amount of songs together, right? I mean, you're putting out equal number of songs. So tell me about this. How different is your approach from the first time you released an EP and now that you're working towards the second EP? How different a musician, how different a person are you? And what is your whole sort of objective with releasing the second EP?
It's completely different, man. The
Hmm.
first time I had no idea what I was doing, why I was doing. I had no idea how to do it.
Hmm.
I had no idea. I didn't go about marketing at all. I just went on playing. So that was one way to market the song. But that was just because I loved playing. It was not कि मैं market वाले उससे mindset से सोच रहा था. But now it's completely different. Things are completely different. I cannot go out and play. I cannot tour across. So yeah, it's very different from back then. Hindi EP is completely produced by me, and almost every song from the English EP is also arranged by me. So it's kind of more personal. It's kind of more original, and yeah, that's about it.
Wonderful. Good that you mentioned the gigging aspect of it. How much of a gigging artist are you after the lockdown since March 2020? How do you sort of view yourself as an artist with this reevaluated approach towards a musician in entirety?
I believe कि I still love playing. Like I would love to play, but the thing
Absolutely.
is, I'm kind of afraid right now. Not afraid. I'm kind of nervous क्योंकि it's been a very long time,
Hmm.
and I'm afraid कि यार मैं भूल तो नहीं गया कि how I did that, how like all
नहीं नहीं
my
वो
stage
तो बिल्कुल
presence
नहीं
and
होगा.
all.
Don't worry about that.
I
हाँ.
know it's something जो कि the mind is playing the games, but I'm very nervous and very excited to be back because I'm sure lockdown अब खुल गया है और सब कुछ hopefully जल्दी से सही हो जाएगा.
Tell me about this. What would you want to sort of do differently as a gigging artist now once you get back?
Not be pretentious, not
Hmm.
not be that kid who wanted everyone in the room to sing along or
Hmm.
praise my music.
Hmm.
It's just I want to convey what I want to convey and then just be in that moment and enjoy.
Hmm.
So yeah.
It's good you mentioned that because you got way more appraisal. I mean, of course, you were doing very well for yourself back then also. You're getting a lot of more appraisal now. You are more well renowned in certain aspects as compared to how you were back then when you were a gigging artist, which is not long back. I think you built a name for yourself. How do you sort of handle all the appreciation and all the kind words that you're getting on a constant basis now? How do you process it and how do you sort of uh, filter out what to keep and what not to?
It is overwhelming at a lot of times because sometimes I don't believe what people have to say about my music because I wrote those songs like mostly जो भी songs release हो चुके हैं, those are the songs that I wrote as a kid, as a teenager, अपने room में अकेले बैठ के अपने लिए. And कई बार मुझे लगता है यार मतलब सही में ऐसा इनको पसंद आएगा भी नहीं आएगा. And then the comments they put in, the messages that I receive, और भाई कई बार तो they email me and this is very overwhelming for me. So I don't know what to do at that time. Actually, I don't know. I still don't know क्या करना होता है. So I just
So I'm sure you're grateful for them. Yeah.
Of course, I'm very grateful for everything. So yeah, uh, I just humbly accept that, and I very I'm very grateful. Like I share the gratitude कि भाई they are a part of my journey, and yeah.
Wonderful. That's a very honest answer. Tell me about this. Who is that one artist whom you see carrying themselves really well and whom you would want to emulate? Not really emulate, but you feel that have a very good code of conduct in all the diverse aspects of having a career as an indie musician.
That would definitely be Sanjita Bhattacharya. Definitely.
Okay. In what sense?
In almost every aspect, like if you look at her as a person, as an artist, she has that aura, like a very positive aura, very kind and very authentic aura around herself. So yeah, definitely her.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What would you want the ideal impact of Kiss Me to be?
Okay. This is a nice question.
Uh, Thank you.
I want people to enjoy the song, to be honest,
Hmm.
and to embrace all the little things in their lives, the people they love, the people they are with, and for a moment just forget everything and be in the moment and, you know, appreciate their lovers. Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now,
Yes.
now Padma is going to ask our corporate question, which he always does. Over to you, Padma.
Okay, so let me just refresh this for this particular episode because
Absolutely.
I wanted to add on to the question, add before the question basically. So what we both have, me and Bharat, what we have seen is we've seen a constant growth that we've seen from Akshat. We've seen
Absolutely.
Akshat
For
performing
sure.
in first time in the open mics and then building that up, writing songs, releasing them, then touring, and you know till the point now that we've got Kiss Me released as well, and we are looking up to a lot of different things now. So what our question basically is that what should we expect now in the coming future, if you say, or whatever timeline you want to set? What do you think that we should as audiences look for?
A
Also to
lot of
add to
new
what
music.
also to add to what Parvai said, what aspects of you as a musician or as a person that you feel like how Parvai mentioned that we've seen constant growth in you. I'm sure that
Hmm.
you're the fact that you're having constant growth is that you are not always content with yourself, which is something that even Vyom Joshi had mentioned in a podcast where he
Right.
said that it's ambition and contentment. So how do you what aspects of you as a person and musician do you think you would want to sort of better or evolve moving forward?
Yeah.
So I've definitely seen a drastic change from what I've been doing and for what I do right now, in terms of songwriting, for that matter. क्योंकि पहले I would easily tell myself कि okay, this sounds good. Yes, let's take it. Let's stop here. But now I'm critically analyzing every time I write something. So it's been a while that I've completed any song. That's a very major drawback. But yeah, I'm loving it, and I would definitely want to see how I grow. I don't have any expectations as such कि मेरे को ऐसा करना है. Of course, मतलब थोड़ी बहुत है, but not as
Right,
such.
right, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah. So I just want to be free. I just want to go with the flow, कि how it works out. And as a person, definitely I want to grow as a person, be more humble, try to be more humble, and try to be more positive for that
Mm.
matter, and
Hmm.
as honest as possible. Kyuki, yeah, honesty is the key. So
Absolutely. Good that you mentioned that word in the last because that's what I could feel in all your answers except the ones pertaining to indie musicians. But anyway, so but
no, no,
nay,
such mein
nay,
that's
absolutely. I know you
yeah.
mean the best, and of course that's very evident in whatever you do, whether it's a playlist, whether it's how you generally feel about musicians, and I really appreciate that. And thank you so much on that note. Please go and follow Akshit. His Instagram ID is Akshit underscore Dhal. We're going to be linking it in the
In the
description as well if
description.
you're watching it on YouTube. And you can go and stream his song Kiss Me, which is also in the description, which is released. And please go and follow him on Spotify, all streaming platforms. Go and check out his music. He's going to be putting out a lot more music. He's already been putting out a lot of music frequently, and he's going to maintain that frequency and even go notches higher. Uh, if you made it to this point of the podcast, please go and follow us on Instagram. Our Instagram ID is soundshome.pod. You can also check out our website www.soundshomepodcast.com. It just redirects you to YouTube, but we are paying for the domain, so we have to say it. But also, big shout out to our graphic designer Saurabh Tripathi for doing such wonderful work. We are going to be linking his Instagram ID as well. Please go and follow him. And also, we put out our podcasts every Friday on our YouTube channel. So if you're liking what you're seeing, please subscribe to us and also follow us on audio streaming platforms. We put it out subsequently. And that is it from my co-host, Mr. Parth Valanchkar, and me, Bharat Agrawal. And we'll see you in the next one. Cheers. Take care, guys. Bye bye.
Thank you so much. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye bro.
Bye.
Thank you so much for joining bro. Chalo.